Alright, so I know this is hard to believe, but remember when Bonnie Ross released some information about Halo Mega Bloks actually becoming a thing last year in 2016? Well, that's all a lie, because in 2013, Halo Mega Bloks was actually in development for that year, but then stopped towards the end of 2016. Anyway, before this video starts, I just want to give a quick shout out to PtoPOnline, as this video would not be possible if it wasn't for him finding the original footage for this Halo Mega Bloks game. All his links will be in the description below, so make sure to check out the channel and the original video with that as well. So the footage you're about to see is a prototype version of the Halo Mega Bloks game. Honestly, the first looks, even though it's just a prototype slash beta, it honestly still looks amazing considering how undeveloped it is, and it's only one mission that you get to see, but nevertheless, just looking by the game as itself, it looks absolutely incredible. To further add to this, we also find out that this actually had structured missions which had different stages towards them and different bosses, puzzles, different kind of stuff that you had to do in order to complete that one specific mission. What I did find is that it actually doesn't follow the main Halo storyline, and this game actually tries to make it its own sort of Halo Mega Bloks game and something completely different from the Halo lore within the Halo franchise. Not only that, but you can tell this game is taking a lot of inspiration from previous Halo titles such as Halo Wars, when you're able to actually build your own turrets for defense mechanisms when you're trying to fend off against the enemies, which is actually really cool, and I really like that sort of element placed within the game itself. You can also see elements from games like Portal 2, where they use the puzzle element to try and get from different areas, or even in most LEGO games see a lot of puzzle sort of elements where you have to maybe like build a certain area to get past a stage of the map, or you have to complete a certain puzzle, so it might have to be an order sequence they have to do to get past another certain stage. Different stuff like that is what I saw within the Halo Mega Bloks game, and that's quite common because it's actually like in LEGO games you sort of see that whole puzzle sort of element, as it's really cool to see Halo Mega Bloks trying to implement their own version into the Halo game. Just like any Halo game, you saw the basic weapons and vehicles such as shotguns, assault rifles, rockets, energy swords, and from the vehicles like mongooses, tanks, the VTOL warships, or no, they weren't even like that, I can't remember, or the wasps, I don't even know what they were called, but they were pretty freaking awesome, and I just love to see the basic foundations of Halo being put into a sort of more Mega Bloks style, which is just, it's really weird to see a mongoose like in a Mega Bloks form in a game, and the fact that it functions pretty well is still pretty cool to say the least. Apparently vehicle customization was the thing as well. You could change any color for your Warthog, which is pretty insane to say the least, because it just adds that much more personalized sort of feel to your own vehicle itself. And what I also found is that even, I think you only saw stuff like this in Halo, what was it? In Halo Reach, where you're able to change the colours of your vehicles, but other than that, Halo Mega Bloks is probably the first game that allows you to actually change and adapt the colour of your primary vehicle, which is pretty cool to say the least, that they're adding in their own little unique taste towards their game. They also included platforming actions to make the game a bit more diverse, and there might be certain stages where you can break down walls and you have to like rebuild certain areas of the map to like traverse up or upscale towards a building, or you might have to like do a certain jump or like a double jump, or you have to jump on top of this block to get to that stage. It's really cool, and they just add that much more diversity to a certain level within their game, which is just really cool, because honestly, like in Halo 5, obviously like it's an FPS shooter, so it's going to be completely different, but the fact that Mega Bloks is still trying to retain the basic foundations of a Halo game but trying to add it with a twist is still pretty cool, and I would have really loved to try and play it out for myself. Another thing that really caught my attention was the obvious humour. So basically there's a situation where a hunter comes flying out of a building and lands straight on top of a grunt, but instead of just trying to like help out the grunt, he just literally kicks it off his foot like the grunt's nothing. And then another situation is where I think it's an elite and a grunt in like a Phaeton or something, not a Phaeton, sorry, a Phantom, and basically before they even come out of the Phantom itself, the elite just pretty much kicks the grunt straight out of the Phantom, and it pretty much just goes flying. And just certain like bits of humor like that is just really fun. And I know in like Halo 5 they try and make mature humor, but in this game, obviously because it's more designed around kids, they do try and make the humor as basic as possible, but still pretty funny nevertheless, because at the end of the day we're all gonna laugh at silly stuff like that. So unlike Halo 5, this game actually implemented a 2-player co-op campaign mode, which is pretty cool. So pretty much able to play co-op online or split screen for that matter, depending on your preference, which is absolutely insane, because split screen is such a vital part of any game in general. Like local play is just where everything is basically the basic foundation of a game, and if you don't have split screen, then it just like Halo 5 is just a prime example for not having split screen. Not only was the campaign in development, but they also decided to make this second game type called Siege, and it's pretty much a defense and build game type where you have to defend against overwhelming amount of enemies for a certain period of time. So it's a bit like Firefight, but you're able to sort of build your own walls, turrets, and it's a bit more in-depth, but at the same time, it's still pretty cool nevertheless. And the game appeared to have its own form of assassinations, which is really cool as well, because it's not only on Spartans or like normal elites, but you can actually do assassinations on hunters, which is just absolutely out of this league. And to have stuff like that on a Halo game is just absolutely insane. Unfortunately, the game was cancelled due to classified reasons, but last year Body Ross did announce that we might be getting a Halo Mega Bloks game for the Xbox One in like 2017 or maybe the years to come, but they did actually announce about a Halo Mega Bloks game coming into action. So this could be this developed game actually continue to be developed for the Xbox One. So we never know what could happen, but all you have to do is stay tuned and just basically give this game as much support as possible so it actually can be brought back into development. Anyway, as I said at the beginning of this video, this could not have been possible with PtoPOnline, so make sure to go check out his channel, because honestly, the guy is insane for being able to get this footage, and without him, this video just would not have been possible. So thank you again, mate, and all the credit is deserved to you. Anyway, guys, I haven't got any more to say. It's been Reflex from the Custom Squad channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!